it's Disney Girl back for another episode of my Disney's Magic Kingdoms game. So something fishy is going on with our special request wishes. A fix is in the works. Here's a gift as a thanks for your patience. So we got 5 gems and a decorations chest. So we did hear something about that in the news. So if you have actually had your Thrill Zone level enchanted to a level 2, you will have got those special request wishes, but they're not spawning in the kingdom properly. So I guess that's sort of the reward until they figure it out. I feel like they could have done a little better with that reward, considering they've kind of messed up our kingdoms with all of this nonsense. Maybe even given us some magic, a couple more gems, and maybe like a legendary chest. Or if not a legendary chest, then giving us maybe the attraction enchantment one. That's maybe going to give us a chance to get some more of those blueprints, just because we know they're going to be super duper important. And decorations chest doesn't really quite do it. But oh well, we did get some sort of, I guess, compensation and reward for that. So I guess that is a little bit of a plus there. That does give us some time, though, I guess, to sort of clear it out. I might want to sort of redecorate things a little bit. I know it's going to be hard, and I know I've already sort of done that and done my best, but it is kind of posing a little bit of a problem having my kingdom looking so bad. It just kind of makes me a bit like, every time I go into that zone. So I don't know. I think maybe I might even just remove all of this stuff until it is time to actually have the zone levels giving us rewards. Now here is Cinna. A day to honor family traditions and remember our ancestors from past generations. That's a wonderful idea. I don't want to make any direct comparisons, but it's a little like what our people do around New Year's. When you can first see that cluster of 9 stars on the horizon? That's New Year's? Okay. I guess new traditions we're learning about. Didn't know that. The traditions are different depending on which island you live on, but family and community are important to all of them. Quest complete, cultural exchange. It's nice to know that it's important to other people too. So we did get 75 event currency from this, guys, which is going to be very helpful. All right, and we got more dialogue coming here. Now that I think about it, it has been about a year since our last New Year's celebration. Though it's a little hard to tell. The constellations in this place are strange. I'm almost sure that one of the stars has been flying around the sky. The stars? What star? I'm not quite sure. Well, even if those 9 stars haven't quite risen yet, why don't we have a little unofficial celebration of our own? On some islands, the New Year's season lasts for 4 whole months, so there's a good chance now is the right time anyway. Early start. This is a side quest. Send Cinna to prepare at Homecoming. So side quest, but it's really the secondary storyline for the Finding Nemo limited time event, which is called Finding Marlin. I know it's a little bit confusing. It should have been Finding Nemo or Dory, because Finding Marlin is just confusing whenever I say it. But anyways, you can see it at the bottom middle of the screen. It says 24 days, 21 hours at this point. So today I am going to be giving you guys my 24-hour progress on Crush. So I'll sort of show you guys what 24 hours will do for you in terms of collecting and stuff like that in your kingdom. Now keep in mind, my happiness, guys, is not in ecstatic, so maybe for some people their progress will have been a little bit better, but I am in joyous right now, thankfully. I'm trying to get it up to ecstatic, but it has been even hard for me to keep it in joyous. So I'm glad I've got it back into around 17%. I've been very diligent though, like every 2 to 3 hours, on my game to try and make sure I'm doing as many quests as possible. Now, Woody always poses a little bit of a challenge because he's got to keep going for one of Crush's character tokens. So realistically, it is sort of proving to be a little bit challenging for certain characters because I need them so heavily. But the ones that aren't really doing very much, like Cinderella's collecting currency for me, for example, but I mean, her quest is 2 hours. I just won't send her out on anything longer than 2 hours right now in case she gets a happiness and stuff like that. So Woody being the exception, I should have probably done the happiness, but 60-minute, quest I don't really want to do right now. So again, it's not ideal for my happiness, but it's not going to affect it, I don't think, enough at this point to worry too much. But yeah, especially, late at night or anything like that, it's just like, yeah, you're better off sending him for the longer quest than to try and send him just for an hour. He's better off just getting those character tokens for Crush. So that is good. The progress actually has been pretty awesome. I'm pretty happy with it. I am expecting to do a live stream a little later on today, probably around 4 o'clock, and we should be able to welcome Crush by then. I will be scheduling it a little bit later this afternoon, probably at around 1 or 2. So just confirming the time at 4, just in case I need the extra half an hour or something like that for collecting or whatever. I should be okay, but just in case, I want to kind of make sure everything's good. And 2, I'm going to be scheduling some other live streams. I'm going to be scheduling one on my other channel, Potter Girl. That's going to be after the Disney Magic Kingdoms one. So I am going to be doing a couple of live streams today and stuff like that. So I have a pretty busy day in terms of everything, so that's why I'm giving myself that extra half an hour to just kind of make sure everything is running smoothly. So let me know in the comments below, though, what your progress on Crush is at this point. Your 24-hour mark, have you welcomed him? Are you 2 character tokens away? Or have you maybe not even unlocked him just yet? I would like to hear how all of you guys are doing, and then that sort of gauges, obviously, my progress versus other people's progress. But also, too, let me know what your happiness is, whether you're in joyous, ecstatic, cheerful, whatever it happens to be, just let me know so that way when people are reading the comments, including myself, it kind of just shows everybody roughly what your happiness was to get such a high success rate. Now, again, I have literally been checking my kingdom every 2, maybe 3 hours at most, diligently since we had Crush released to us, which was yesterday. So we did do a live stream about that and stuff like that, so that was good. We also, though, we did get a leaderboard event. So the very first one of the limited time event for finding Merlin, so this is good. Unfortunately, though, there is no gold trophy as a reward this time, so I'm not quite sure if that's going to be probably maybe for the second one, but it does give us some decent rewards regardless of sort of our ranking in it, which is actually quite nice. So I'm going to show you guys where I'm at. I'm just trying to collect some of these clams right now. I don't know how many I have. Oh, I have 19, so I'm still missing 1. But yeah, so we do get some magical chests, which is really awesome, because if basically all the way down your ranking, you are going to be guaranteed to get a magical chest and currency. So it is very good. And 2, it doesn't matter your size of your kingdom for this particular leaderboard event. You can literally do extremely well, big or small kingdom. And this is one of the reasons why I totally love this style of leaderboard, just because it is fair to everyone. There is no gemming involved. It's literally just about how diligent you are checking your kingdom every 4 hours. So if you guys didn't know, those clams spawn every 4 hours, which is great, again, because it does give us some time, obviously, to sleep or to work or to go to school. There's a lot of things in between there. The 4 hours is really nice. Sometimes they do have certain things where it's every 2 hours you have to check, and I find that's maybe a little bit much, especially at night. 4 hours is definitely more reasonable. but I don't know. I find it is fair for everybody to actually have a proper go at this. So we are expecting, though, there's probably going to be a gold trophy leaderboard event probably coming. I suspect that'll be the next one, and then that's probably when we will see our very first, I believe it is Crush Gold trophy statues, which is going to be fantastic. So you guys can see, like in my Wreck-It Ralph section, I have one. There's also one for Elastigirl. I do have one for Lilo and Stitch, which is in front of my Pizza Planet. So I do have like some sort of just scattered around my kingdom and stuff like that. But anyways, I am looking forward to getting the newest one. And as well, it will be nice because for thrill zones, some people don't have trophies, and that will give us an opportunity to put those trophies in and around the thrill zone to sort of get it to that next level. So it will be kind of like a nice little reward there for sure to be able to put some of our stuff in that area of the kingdom. So I don't think I am going to actually be putting my Finding Nemo / Dory like attractions in and around my California Screaming. I think I am going to be putting it probably with my Little Mermaid stuff, probably in and around there. I might need to remove some things, unfortunately, but I am sort of expecting it's probably going to go in and around there. So I know it's not going to be very helpful for my thrill zone, but I'm okay with that at the moment. But we'll see. I mean, I don't know how the sort of enchanting and stuff like that is going to go with the attractions. Now, I have been holding on to all of my blueprints. Now, I'm not leveling up or enchanting any of my buildings right now. So I'm kind of just leaving that in hopes that things will be great once I build the first attraction. I'll be able to obviously enchant it right away, and then that will sort of be fantastic. Well, maybe I'll have to do something where I'll have to send Crush or whatever at the attraction, so we'll see in terms of that, but I will be upgrading it sort of at my first like available chance, and then things will kind of hopefully be able to run smoothly from there. So maybe it'll be good for dropping character tokens. I'm not totally sure just yet, but we will obviously know probably by tomorrow or the next day how that's sort of going to pan out. So fingers crossed that does go well for me. It is hard though. Sometimes I do find that I'm tapping magic and stuff or happiness or whatever, and sometimes I do tap the attraction because I'm trying to tap the happiness. It doesn't tap right away, and then it almost enchants something. I'm like, oh no, I have enchanted like one or two attractions by accident that way, but now I'm trying to be a little bit extra careful because I'm so worried about it. So fingers crossed that I don't actually do it, because that would like literally be like the worst thing ever. Alright, so Bruce has been extremely helpful. Now I did level up Nemo, and just so you guys know, Bruce has a bit of a problem. The one quest there for 2 hours, it's great, but I leveled up Nemo and all of the character tokens conflict. So he is very useful, but at the same time, I probably should have waited to level up Nemo. But I know he's going to have to be a certain level, so I'm willing to take that risk at this stage of the event, but probably going forward after that, probably not so much. But I will definitely kind of talk to you guys about that a little bit more in my live stream, like why I decided to do that, even though I knew that there was going to be some character token conflicts. Now, the biggest thing, though, I will say is that it is still early in the event, so I do have time to try things like this and just sort of go for it, and things will be fine. So, like, it's not going to hinder my progress that much. All right, so here is Nemo. Yay! And he's going to wink, guys. Ha! So cute. Love it. Nemo is now level 4. Yeah! I can do this! Of course you can, Nemo. Lucky Finn, high five. It's fantastic. All right, now Bruce, I do need to get to the point where I can level him up again, just because then I won't have any conflicts with Nemo. So that is one of the things for Crush, is we do have some conflicts with Bruce's character tokens. So I am going to just sort of wait until Bruce is ready for the next level, and I'll probably wait until Crush is like a level 2 until I send Bruce to level up again, just so I don't have that problem. Now there we just saw again, the Lost Boys hideout, guys, it's not a big deal. But the Lost Boys hideout, I was trying to tap a seagull, and then I tapped the attraction. If I had been able to enchant it, I probably would have by mistake, just because you're trying to tap seagull. So it's the same with clams. So this is the only sort of not so great thing right now, is like you just being so careful. Again, just not to enchant the wrong thing. Now, it was a good thing that you can't enchant the Lost Boys hideout, but if you had been able to, it would have been challenging to sort of come back from that. Welcome a big dude is what we are working on. Then after that, it will be the coral reef. So that is going to be the first attraction that I was telling you about that we'll probably need to upgrade. So it's the seas with Nemo and friends. It does look beautiful. I am really looking forward to putting it in my kingdom. I do have my section of land that I will be clearing some stuff out when it comes time to build it. So I am sort of organized with it. It's not in a good area. It's not going to look pretty right now, but yeah, it's just not ideal. There's just not enough land. So I'm literally just kind of working with the land I haven't decorated yet. Chief Tui. Well, I think it's a wonderful idea, Cinna. Our people have been voyaging for a long time to get here after all. Why does he look so angry? I was gonna read the dialogue angry because he looks so mad. Now that we're settled again for the moment, we should take this opportunity to reflect on where we came from. And Cinna looks sad. What is going on? Why do they look so emotional? Yes, and everything we'll need is right here in the meeting house. And before you ask, that does include your old javelin set. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Why are they so emotional? It's so weird. Well, I wasn't going to, but now that you have, I just might be tempted to compete again. Oh no. Quest complete. Early start. My husband, the marksman. Just try not to throw your back out this time, okay? She put him in his place. Oh, Cinna. Now she looks happy, so we're good. More dialogue. Cinna likes to joke, but I've really come to prefer the public speaking portion of New Year's to the athletic contest. Are you sure? It didn't sound like that a minute ago. Maybe he's reconsidering his back issues. Especially as I've gotten older, it's important to remember that we're gathering to honor those who came before us. I should make sure I can remember all of the ancient songs. You never know which ones you'll be called upon to recite. And I guess recite songs. How's that go again? Send Chief Tui to review the songs. Yep, he's got to study. Oh dear, I wonder how many songs. Oh, but he's busy. I just literally sent him out. That's okay. So that is part of the secondary storyline. The dialogue so far, not very exciting. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of flat. I mean, I'm glad they're looking forward to New Year's and getting prepped for it. But to be honest, Cinna and Chief Tui are not the characters we really want dialogue from. Really, it's Moana and Maui. You know, and seeing some Hey Hey and Pua thrown in there, I'm not against it, but yeah, I feel like the dialogue's a lot more funny with Maui and Moana, but yeah, we're just getting the two parents right now, so a little slow. I'm assuming it will pick up. The dialogue in this game is usually really awesome, so fingers crossed for that, guys. Now, that shows up as a side quest in blue, but it is like the secondary storyline, so you guys know. It fits yellow around it, then that's part of your kingdom's just sort of main side story, side quest. So just sort of keep in mind there, guys, that it's a side quest that will go away when the event is over, okay? So don't get used to it being there. If you guys have the characters, do the dialogue now. Don't sit on it, because, yeah, it does go away in less than 24 days now. Or just over 24 days, I guess. All right, so let's see here. I need to level somebody up just for a little bit, like no longer than 8 hours. because I know that I've still got some time for Crush. So I'm going with a character collection I don't think will affect me too much, and that is Alice in Wonderland. I'm going to choose the White Rabbit. I think he's the last one that's an 8-hour level up, and it's such little magic, so I'm like, yay! Oh, now we got Scrooge. Bless me bagpipes. Well, that was certainly worthwhile. I'm even richer than Duck than I was an hour ago. That's good. He likes being rich, so that's fine. I'm not quite sure what... Oh, this was this... Oh, I know. This is a side quest that I accidentally sent him out on. In just that short time looking, I stumbled across a rare 1926 Buffalo nickel, an 18th century French crown. Huh? And a colonial-era gold doubloon that should, by rights, have been lost on a sunken Spanish treasure ship. Well, I guess, I thought he would be looking for this kind of stuff once we had the money bin, but I guess we don't need it to have this kind of dialogue. I'm still not certain if all stories are true in this land, but all currencies certainly seem to be. Quest complete, making new tales. Though there were some counterfeits, I'm quite sure that San Francisco has never minted its own yen. Aha! Oh my gosh, I know what he's talking about. He's talking about San Francisco. Oh my gosh, from Big Hero 6. Oh my god, that's so funny. No, it's not counterfeit. That is not counterfeit, Scrooge. That's so funny that he made that reference. I love it. I love when dialogue does things like that. They kind of like cross storylines just a tad. The characters don't speak yet. I'm hoping one day they will, but you do get some stuff like where they'll go to an attraction or have had a conversation with a character, and like you won't see the dialogue, but you'll hear that it was there. So that is really actually quite interesting that that he actually had that with Big Hero 6. I would have never expected that. Huh. Okay. That's cool. I like it. I will take it. So I have sent Chief Tui now, guys, just so you know. I have sent him out on that quest. So there will be some more dialogue for him, but I don't think it'll be done in time for this video. But that's okay. The secondary storyline, again, it isn't going away. I'm sure I'll be done it in no time. I did sort of want to just sort of get it sort of out of the way to get all the currency that we could from it. But yeah, it's fine if it slows down a tad. I'm not too worried. I just don't want it interfering with anything. And realistically at this point it's not, so I'm totally okay with doing that. Now, in terms of the seagulls, guys, if you're not checking your kingdom every 2 hours, you should be okay at this point, but you are going to sort of need to pick up your pace, though, for what is to come. Now, Crush obviously needs a bunch, but we are still going to be welcoming a couple of other characters and leveling up Crush and all of the characters that we do get. So we will need a lot of the coral reefs, which means that we need to tap a lot of seagulls. So if you guys can set your timers for every 2 hours, like I cannot emphasize how important that is. And if not 2, then 4. Get kind of that head start early on if you can. Just because at the start of the event, it's kind of nice to have that little bit of a cushion so you're not panicking or really thinking about that sort of as you go along. At least that's just personally what I find. It's just if I kind of can get that jump start at the beginning, I will take it. Now, the clams are back out here. Now, that's every 4 hours. So that's why I'm saying, like, if you, for now, while this, like, leaderboard's going on, you set it for every 4, you should be totally fine. But it is just something, like, if you can set it for 2, then do 2. Now, the nice thing, though, about the clams and the seagulls, they tend to respawn roughly, like, in the same area. So if you do time it up, if you do tap to find one of the seagulls, it usually takes you to an area where there are clams. So when you're searching in a big kingdom for clams, it is sort of nice when you can find the majority of them in one area. So just keep that in mind too. If you're tapping both at the same time, that will usually post some benefits, or at least that's what I've found so far. So yeah, now I've timed it up. So now if I set my timer for 2 hours, then I can tap the seagulls again and then the clams. So there are still some random ones, like as you can see right there, it was hanging out in front of Tortuga. Like there are still those random ones that will sort of appear in a section, but again, that's just, that ridiculous straggler that kind of just hangs around. Apparently I've got 2 stragglers. I've got another one somewhere else in the kingdom. In this area, I really hope they don't spawn because it's so thick there with all my attractions, and they're all trees and there's literally no room to see anything. So as long as they keep sort of spawning around my Pirates area or my Peter Pan, I'm totally good with that. My Space Mountain, it's actually not so bad because it's with the ground and well, actually no, it is bad with the ground, sorry, with Space Mountain, because the clams are blue and the Space Mountain ground is blue, so sometimes like you will have a little bit of trouble when it's over there, but I haven't really found them over there yet. It's been mostly, again, as I said, like in Pirates and in Peter Pan area for me, so that's fine. Like I'm not really complaining about any of that. That seems to be working out quite nicely for me. I know there are times though that I definitely have like moments where I'm like, I just want to empty my entire kingdom so I can find these clams easier, but I know I can't do that because it's way too much work to redecorate it at this point. Definitely ridiculous. Now if you have a small kingdom, they will be a lot easier to find. So I know with the baby kingdom, it's literally been a joke, like seagulls and clams. It's just, yeah, they're everywhere, and it basically just all spread out on the land that I have. So it's not difficult, but I know as I continue to expand it and stuff, it is going to be a little bit more tricky. So again, use that trick with the seagulls, as I said, like tap to go to one of them, and then usually in and around there you will find some of your clams as well. If they have spawned, that is. If they haven't spawned, then no, they won't hang out together. I don't know what it is, but I do love the seagulls and how they say mine, like right up, like the speech bubble that comes up. It is an awesome feature that I am totally loving right now. 2, it also helps sort of find them. Sometimes when they're like stuck behind an attraction or something like that, sometimes that speech bubble is big enough that you'll kind of catch a glimpse of it from the side or whatever, or the just behind, and then you won't necessarily see the seagull, but you'll see the mine come up. So I really do like that because it comes and goes, so it does give that option to be able to see things a little better. So I would say that if there's a feature that they could kind of keep with, would be something like that again in the future. Either they can like glow maybe, or again get a speech bubble, or just something that kind of makes them sort of pop out a little bit, especially when they get stuck in behind things. It gives us that option to see them, because a lot of our attractions too now, or at least I'm finding, like they're big, they're tall, they block a lot of space where you could have clams or clouds or anything really just around. So it does sort of give like that nice kind of option to be able to see things with everything being so big now in the kingdom. I mean, I do have some small attractions, but there are definitely a lot of tall, big ones, especially when it comes to like Frozen and Beauty and the Beast and like the Hollywood Tower of Terror. I mean, even the Fun Wheel, it's kind of big and it does block things sometimes. So definitely a bonus there. Now, I am wondering what they will add next to the kingdom in terms of fish, or if they're going to give us some more waterway, because there's not that much water for all of the fish or mermaids or whatever that we've got. Sharks like swimming around in the kingdom now. So I feel like if they're going to give us any more type of like fish event, oh my god, did I just do this? Oh no, I just did literally what I was talking about like 10 minutes ago. I said be careful not to tap the attraction. Oh, I was trying to tap the happiness and I enchanted Mickey's house. Like, so useless to me. No, undo, please. How did this happen? Oh my god, I'm so angry and sad right now. That was like my common blueprints to upgrade my, oh my gosh, my first Finding Nemo attraction. No! Oh my gosh, this is the worst and bad timing because I know it's coming up in the next like day, so I don't even have a lot of time to collect for them. Okay, well, we're gonna have to make do. This is the worst. That was a really bad thing to happen right now. Okay. I think I was talking about the waterways around the kingdom. Yeah, whether they're going to give us some more land for them to go to or water. Like, I don't mean actual land, but if they unlock some more land, then maybe, obviously, they all kind of hang out maybe in the waterways sort of around that, like, the uncursed areas. At least that's sort of what they do for now. They don't tend to go into the cursed areas that much. So if they release more land to us, it will give them some more room to sort of swim around and stuff. But we'll just sort of have to wait and see what they do. They haven't said they're releasing any new land to us, and there's so many plots. So land is something that we're still waiting on, guys, unfortunately. And it doesn't seem like it's coming in the next update either, so it's just going to be a bit of a waiting process. So as for Crush, guys, you can see I've got 10 of 15 of his rocks, and then we've got 11 of 15 of his ears hats. So I hopefully will have enough by 4 today to bring him in. Now I will be starting that welcoming process though before the stream. It'll probably still be happening like when I start to go live, but hopefully that'll all sort of time up that I'll be like at least have that started, and then that way we can bring him in. So yeah, this is gonna be really good. We're gonna have Crush hopefully later today in the live stream. I cannot wait. So thank you guys so much for watching another Disney Girl Disney's Magic Kingdoms game video. Make sure to give this video a big Mickey thumbs up, and I will see you guys later. Bye!